The grand hall of the palace was illuminated by the golden glow of the setting sun, casting a radiant light on the polished stone floors. The air was thick with the fragrance of incense as priests, draped in immaculate white robes, stood in reverence. Noblemen, adorned in fine linens and elaborate headdresses, lined the pathway leading to the throne. A magnificent procession entered the hall, the centerpiece of which was the young pharaoh, bedecked in regal attire that shimmered with gold and precious gems. As he ascended the steps of the throne, the crowd erupted in chants of loyalty and devotion, signifying the dawn of a new era. The scene shifted to an expansive desert, where the pharaoh, now a commanding figure adorned in battle armor, led his army through the scorching sands. The sun blazed overhead, reflecting off the polished shields and spears of the soldiers marching in perfect unison. The pharaoh's steely gaze was fixed on the horizon, where the monumental pyramids stood as testaments to his divine mandate and insurmountable will. At the construction sites, thousands of workers toiled under the vigilant eyes of overseers. The sheer scale of the pyramids was awe-inspiring, as enormous limestone blocks were meticulously placed to form the colossal structures. The pharaoh observed from a chariot, his presence a source of both motivation and fear to the laborers. Within the grand temples, the pharaoh engaged in sacred rituals, connecting with the gods in a display of spiritual communion. The flickering torchlight danced on the intricately carved hieroglyphs and towering statues of deities. The atmosphere was thick with mysticism, as the pharaoh offered tributes and received divine guidance. Clad in ceremonial robes, he looked every bit the living god his people believed him to be. In scenes of warfare, the pharaoh was a figure of indomitable strength, his armor gleaming under the harsh desert sun. Mounted on a war chariot, he led his forces into battle, his presence both inspiring and terrifying. The clang of metal and the cries of warriors filled the air, punctuated by the pharaoh's war cry. Back in the palace, the pharaoh sat on a golden throne, surrounded by advisors and foreign dignitaries bearing lavish tributes. The throne room was a spectacle of opulence, with intricate patterns and carvings adorning every surface. Every offering was a testament to the pharaoh's far-reaching influence and unchallenged supremacy. The sequence of events showcased the multifaceted life of the pharaoh, encompassing his roles as a warrior, ruler, builder, and divine intermediary. Each moment, whether under the blazing desert sun or within the shadowy recesses of a temple lit by torches, reinforced the glory and majesty of his reign.